Welcome back to Solo Marvel Champion, where today I have another gameplay video for you. Before I get to setup, I want to encourage you to go down to the description to find other YouTube content creators making fun videos for Marvel Champions. At the end of this, if you like what you saw, I would like you to consider a like, sub, and comment. It really helps the channel grow. With that out of the way, let's get down to the table. Alright, this is Expert Klaw, and I'm using a deck called Altered State of Mind. This is a Maria deck, a Maria Hill deck, meant to stay in Alter Ego as long as possible. Of course, she can't stay in Alter the entire game. It is possible, but not likely. Of course, staying in Alter Ego the entire game, or most of the game, means you're not getting her hero action to move counters around. So sometimes you have to flip up just to do that. The cards I get in my opening 6 really change how this game can go. Like if I can get special funding or any double, and on the double, I'll go find the Iliad. That'll clear both of these right away. If I get like Professor X and Command Center, I'm going to do that because that, or Command Team, that will clear these as well. There's a Command Team and a Nick Fury. Breaking and entering. Breaking and entering clears that. And I can go get something to play Nick. So let's do that. I'm going to mulligan these. Okay, there's a lot of good stuff there. I just hate wasting a double that would give me a counter if I don't need to. Because this can go get but then I lose Nick, and I don't want to lose Nick either. So I think on this first turn, I don't go get a big carrier. Instead, let's do 2 for Nick Fury. He's also not going to be able to move any counters around, which is sad. I am going to exhaust to go find my support staff. And I think we'll do 2 for the support staff, or rather, take that back. 1 for the support staff, which has 3 counters. 2 for surveillance team, which has 3 counters. Nick thwarts 2 here and adds a counter to this. And surveillance team takes the last counter. Now, let's hope I can get lucky and not have this first scheme pop. Command Team is good with Nick. Sky Destroyer, special funding, 6. I might end up, and then reinforcements I can play with staff. I might end up going for the Iliad now. Or maybe the Bellerophon. 1 goes on. I need this to be a small scheme. He schemes for 2 and only 2. I got lucky. He schemes for 1. We get 1 encounter card, which is an Armored Guard. Armored Guard schemes for 0. Now, we do have some decisions to make here. Do I want the Bellerophon? Or do I want the Iliad? I think I have to go with the Iliad. because Nick and this can thwart this off, and then Iliad can remove all of that. And then next turn, I go after the Bellerophon. So let's find the Iliad. Put it into my hand. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6 for Iliad. And since I paid for that with special funding, it gets an additional counter. Now, Nick thwarts 2 here and adds a counter here. Surveillance team will remove the last. I'm going to use staff counter or support staff to play reinforcements. Choose any number of shield supports with a combined printed cost of 6 or less. Place 1 on each. So I've got plenty of counters here right now. I'm going to place 1 on here and on here. Then we'll have the Iliad remove 4 threat. It's ready. Next time we'll go after the Bellerophon. Oh, it's in my hand. Changes the math, but not much. Ooh, Dazzler's so important too, though. But Bellerophon is going to clear my minion swarm. Which isn't a swarm yet, but it can be. 1 goes on. He schemes for 2, 3, 4. That is going to be unfortunate because he schemes for 1. We discard until we get another minion. Melter. And then each of these scheme. Well, he schemes 2, but he's scheming for 0. 1 encounter card. This surges. He heals 4. If he can't heal, it surges into discard a card at random. Well, is that going to be Dazzler or is that going to be Bellerophon? I don't want it to be Bellerophon, but anything I lose here means I can't play Bellerophon. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't get to play Bellerophon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I do. I'm going to exhaust and go get a surveillance team. And do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for Bellerophon. Comes in with 3. Nick is going to thwart 2 here and add 1 to it. That goes up to 4. But Nick is gone. Bellerophon is going to deal 3 to everything, knocking off Tufts. So 3 to him, 3 to each of these, and 3 here. Then I'm going to have Iliad deal 5 here. It's ready. Really like to see under surveillance now. Professor X can be great. So I'd like to get that and Professor X. Can't do all of it. 1 goes on the main. He schemes for 2, 3, 4, up to 5. He schemes for 1. And we get another minion. So I can get him in. Oh, and then I can play counterintelligence. So how do I want to do this? Let's start with Bellerophon, dealing 3, 3, and 3. And I'd kind of like to do on the double to deal 3 more to him. But we need to do, let's hold on to that for a second. 1, 2, 3 for Professor X, who confuses. And then thwarts 3. I'll go grab... do I not have any? I don't have any shield supports in here. Command team. Ooh, that might change it too. I might play that instead of counterintelligence. No, counterintelligence is way more important. Even though if I play command team, I can ready him and he removes the rest of the threat. He's confused. I do have another counterintelligence, so I'm going to do 1, 2 for command team, which has 3 counters. We'll use a counter to ready him, and he thwarts the rest of the threat. I'm going to use on the double to ready Bellerophon, and Bellerophon deals 3 to each. Now, with him to block, do I want to flip up? Flipping up lets me move some counters around. So maybe I do. I get 1 less card, but let's flip up. We'll move 1 counter from the Iliad to the Bellerophon. Call it that. Okay, Shield Director is great, and a double, and an under surveillance, and another double, breaking and entering. Good turn. 1 goes on the main. He's attacking, and he blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's gone. 1 encounter card, and advance clears his confuse. That's less good, but okay. 2 for Director of Shield. 2 for under surveillance. We'll remove that threat. And do I gain anything flipping down? Let's add 1 to the Iliad. Yeah, maybe. I don't even know if there's any shield left in there. That would at least let me play. It would let me play 1 if I have 1. I don't think I do, though. Whoa. I think I'm so used to playing Black Panther Shuri, and I just scoop up the Ultron drones and put them in my discard pile. Okay, there's 1 surveillance team, Triskelion surveillance team. So that's all the surveillance team. Command team, command team. So there are no more shield in here. So I don't need to do that. Let's attack for 1. And I'm not going to go ahead and push him. I could easily push him here. But if I do, he's scheming for 3 instead of just 1. So let's just ready and flip down. I wish I still had that confuse on there. Okay, he comes in and gets me my counterintelligence. I can play a breaking and entering. Should be good. Should. 1 goes on. He schemes for 2, 3, 4, up to 5. 1 encounter card. It's going to surge into a weapons runner who surges into another scheme, which has 4. Okay, what do I have here? I can't ready anything. Coulson is going to do some work for me. 1, 2. That reinforcements is going to put stuff on that can put stuff on. Let's actually go ahead and use that to put a counter here. And we can do 1, 2, 3 for Coulson. Coulson is going to go find my counterintelligence, put it in my hand. He can thwart 2, ready, and thwart 2. Let's do 1. It's not going to get it. 2 for counterintelligence. Iliad. Iliad to remove 4. And not going to get to play breaking and entering, so let's use it for reinforcements. I'm going to put a counter here, here, and here, and use surveillance team to remove that last threat. And I don't need to recover. Let's just ready and draw. There's an on the double. 1 encounter card. Well, what's going on? Okay, I don't need another under surveillance. I don't need a counter intelligence. Sonic rifle could be good. Life model decoy with sonic rifle. So I can flip up, then not take any damage from the attack. 1 goes on the main. He's scheming for 2, 3, 4. I'm going to pop counterintelligence to prevent 3 of it, so only 1 goes on. He schemes for 1, and I get 2 encounter cards. An armored guard, who the Bellerophon will laugh at, and discard a card at random. Okay. I really want to keep on the double here. All right. Well, that double would have played my counterintelligence back at the very least. Let's do Bellerophon to do 3. 3 removing the tough, and 3. He's defeated. Comes back with 22 health and a tough. This is going to put an extra counter on Bellerophon, and we're going to on the double to ready it, and do Bellerophon to deal 3, removing the tough first. I don't know why they didn't say piercing, maybe because of the way piercing works and reacts with different things, but let's see, I can get that counterintelligence down. Do I go ahead and flip up? Let's go ahead and have this deal 5. Let's do Coulson for 2, and this to remove it. These are gone. And I'm actually going to hold on to both of those. And I could go get something that allows me to play that. Then I lose Sonic Rifle for the Confuse. Let's exhaust that. What were my top going to be? Ah, there's a Professor X coming up, darn it. Let's exhaust that and go find a surveillance team and use rifle and surveillance team to play that. And then I might go up just to prevent some threat going on. Well, but then I draw one less card. Let's stay down. One more time. Okay, there's Dazzler. Dazzler. One goes on. He schemes for 3, and I discard a card at random. I'm going to pop that to say that 3 does not go on. And I will lose a double or Dazzler here. One encounter card, Armored Guard. So again, that should be ready. That will put 1 on Bellerophon. Bellerophon will do 3, knocking off Tufts to everything. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4 for Dazzler for the Confuse. And this stinks a little bit. Let's use that for reinforcements. Add a counter here and have it deal 5. She attacks for 2. I ready her. She attacks for 2. Then I attack for 1, or do I just wait another turn and blast him with the Bellerophon? Might as well stay down because it gets me extra cards. One goes on the main. He cannot scheme. Oh, I'm going to get 1 encounter card. And if I could have beaten him on that turn, I would have beaten him without going through the deck. Tiger Shark. Okay. I almost need to do nothing. Let's put an extra counter here. I would like to get that threat off, because I can end this with no threat on the main, full health, and no minions. So let's flip up. I'm going to thwart 2. This deals 5 here, and Bellerophon deals 3 to everything and goes away. Knocks him out, and knocks him out. Man, I was 1 card away from not having an acceleration token. All right, that's the game. That is Maria Hill, Altered State of Mind versus Expert Klaw, staying down a good portion of the game. Let me know what you thought. Let me know what I missed. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a marvelous day.